Hey, how you doing, man? All right, let's get this thing going. Shoot. All right. Before we start, just put the seatbelt on. All right. That's probably the most important thing I'm gonna tell you right now. And I say that because only 9.2% of you guys don't wear for short distances. 20% of you guys don't even think it's legal in your state, and like a small percent of you guys just put it behind your back, which I don't. I swear, man. If that's the way some of y'all think, then natural selection will remain undefeated for the time. All right. That's ridiculous. But overall, though, you know what this video is about. I know what this video is about. We know where we're going with this. But I'm just gonna flat out say it, man. If you live in like California or just like in any state that maybe Texas or something, then you most likely probably suck at driving. Entering title card. How do you forget? I swear, man, this recording session needs to end with me biting the curb. Annually speaking, we have about 6 million car crashes happening every single year. And out of that 6 million, 38,000 people lack the means to breathe oxygen by the end of the year. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent. Let's just say that. But either way though, if that is the case, you would think progressively as a society, we would just get better at driving. Like ever since 1885, when we made this three-wheeled like bike that's also motorized, you would think that we would just get a little bit more better at it. No. And I'm gonna explain why. I've been driving for some time now. I got my license, I think like last year. So maybe I'm part of the problem, but that doesn't mean I'm not observant. So here we go. My 5 reasons why I think you probably suck at driving, statistically speaking. And if you think you don't, well, you probably do. Number 1, there's 2 types of drivers on the road without fail every single time. Either one, you're the person that believes you're in the Fast and Furious trailer and Dom Toretto is trailing you down the freeway. Or the second one is you guys have this like slow reaction time going down the road. You guys get the sudden urge to like take the tortoise in the hare like way too seriously. You don't have to go slow every single time in your life. Sometimes you need to just go accordingly. And when we don't do that, what happens is we have little traffic jams on those freeways. And I'm just trying to get home. That's it. I'm not trying to ask for nothing more, nothing less. And for some reason, y'all cannot do that. And the thing that comes into addition with like the really fast drivers is they like to cut people off in like the smallest gaps. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know how impatient you are as a person. And I'm not trying to figure it out when I'm, on the side of the road taking pictures for my insurance company. But can you please just be a little bit patient on the road? When you're speeding on the freeway, right? I kind of learned this already. Take a look at this equation right here. Time, which is the equal of distance divided by speed. Now, ideally, the average freeway speed in California is like 65, sometimes 70, but no one's following that really. So let's just say in an ideal perfect world, everyone's going 65 on a freeway. Now, what you're gonna do with the distance is let's just say you're going 10 miles to your destination. It takes 10 miles to get there, right? And you're going at a speed of 65 miles an hour, right? So you do all that, divide the 10 miles from the 65, you get 0.154 hours, which if you convert that into minutes, which you times the 60, and the 60 is coming from how many minutes are in an hour, which is 60, you get 9.23 minutes, all right? Now, if we were to adjust this for like the actual speed people will be going on freeways, which is really like 80 where I'm at, if we were to take the same distance, we change up the speed to 80 miles an hour, we would get 0.125 hours. And what does that equal in minutes? 7.5. You saved yourself an entire minute. Was it really worth going 80? It's just so stupid. Like the illusion of choice when it comes to this stuff. Unless, or if like someone you loved was at a hospital and they're just seeing the end credit screen for their life, I can understand you going 90 to 100 on the freeway to get there. But there's no way everyone's loved one is on the free, like at a hospital. They're not. But excuse me, I guess everyone's loved one is just seeing their walk-off song before they, ascend. Because everyone is going like 90 miles an hour at most. Maybe 110 for those daredevils that want to just go on the freeway like that. But at max, you are going about 90, in between 80 and 90. That's the real amount of speed that people be going at. So honestly, whenever you go to like any freeway, this is like new drivers. If you ever see that the road says you're supposed to be going 65 or you're supposed to be going like 70. Everyone takes it as suggestions. You're gonna notice that when you're on the road. Please heed the warning that I'm giving to you. Apart from freeway speeds and the people that venture on that freeway, there is another thing that I need to address when it comes to issues that are being neglected more than a trust fund kid's relationship with their parents. A stop sign. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Look guys, it's the one thing that stands in between an alcoholic and a 5-year-old on a tricycle. All right, so I'm about to give you the inside scoop of what this is and is not. So first off, the word stop. What does that mean exactly? Well, if you were to type it into the dictionary, stop means to come to an end, cease to happen, a cessation of movement or operation. Derived from the word stupare from Latin. I don't know if I said that right. I don't think I did, honestly. And that means to stop with toe. So looking at that, obviously you'd be thinking, stop. Just as you're driving and you reach a stop sign to make a complete stop. If you're like me living in California, stop has multiple interpretations when you're on the road, especially if you're in like Los Angeles or something. So the appropriate way to stop is to basically come up to the line at a complete stop to the point where your wheels are no longer turning. And as you come to a complete stop, you look both ways, left, right, left, right. It doesn't really matter as long as you look both ways. Who cares? And then you go in the direction of your desired choosing. But you see, out here in Cali, we have two ways of using the stop sign, and it's both intended to not use the stop sign as it was intended. The first one is what we like to call the California roll, and no, it's not a sushi. Basically what it is, your car is going to continue going really slow past the line, just enough to where your car is not a complete stop, but not so much so that you're literally just crossing the stop sign without actually stopping. Then you move. And then the second one, if you don't believe in your heart that there's any cars coming like out of your peripheral, you just immediately go. That's the second most popular one right there. I don't know if it's because like people on the road are like illiterate. Maybe you just didn't get past grade school before driving, which totally understand. Not really. I think that's weird. But either way though, stop signs are meant to be stopped at, not rolled through, not what's it called, just ran through, pause. Anything but the word stop is on that stop sign, I would imagine. It could be any color. I don't care what that stuff could be purple. As long as it says stop. Usually it's what it sounds like. It's not interpretive. It's not a trick question. It's just stop. I know the final critique I have, and I'm pretty sure it's very prevalent, especially today, cell phones. Now, it's always been a thing maybe not ever since driving, but ever since like the 21st century, that stuff's just always going to be a problem. And especially with like generations just literally being born with iPads in their hands, you know that stuff's just going to get worse. Just for some perspective, once again, out of the 6 million people that crash with their vehicles every year, there is a 26% of those crashes are caused because a phone was being looked at before the crash initially happened. That out of 10 cars, that means 2 of them might just slam into because they're looking at a TikTok, maybe looking at a message from like their whatever. I can understand if you're driving and the message is probably important, but maybe like stop the car first, like find like a, like a stoplight and kind of stop there and like, quickly scroll and put it back down. But just not the case. In a perfect ideal world, that would be the case. But when is anything ever perfect and ideal, right? But that being said, I don't know how to fix that. I don't think there is fixing that, to be honest. Everyone loves phones and stuff. Like you're probably watching this on a phone, so and if you're doing it while you're driving, please click off or go to like pull over, like put on your caution lights, go on the side of the road and watch the rest of this video. Do not watch this as you're driving. If someone's driving for you, that's fine. If you're behind the wheel, do not be any more idiotic. Do not bring your chances of crashing into someone higher because of this video. Stop, pull over, or just close the video. I don't even care about average view duration at this point. I want to not have you crash. How about that one? Oh my goodness. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. See, now I don't trust people on the road, let alone 6 million. So just the fact this is even coming out, this is gonna be, I mean, technology can get smarter, but people, seems like it just gets smaller and lower and just lower in IQ. Key takeaway here, man, drive responsibly. We have been doing this since 1885. There's no way we are on this bad of a streak. Please, good day to you.